Hi everyone! So the last two videos I uploaded to Humany were both about not so fun subjects, so I figured I should lighten the mood a little by doing something a little more fun. I might as well react to these BFB episodes that I haven't reacted to yet, starting with the most recent one, which is BFB 19. So let's just get into it. We start with a really annoying song by Leafy and Ruby. And I'm Ruby's voice actor, but I just want to say that my original Ruby recording gets pitch bent up so much higher that I can't possibly know what the final pitch is going to be. So you can't blame me for singing so differently from Leafy's voice, you know?
Why
Okay, yeah.
they stop singing?
I sympathize with Lollipop. It is so annoying. Yeah.
Oh, my sugar, the
Also,
radio
what kind of
plays
car
that
radio
wrong,
sticks
so you
out like
guys
that, like a little
have to
block?
sing
I mean,
the
I think it looks nice
to
in the
listen
Free
to
Smart van,
actual music.
but here, you don't see that in our real world. Oh, by the way, that music comes from a classic Jack and Jellyfy video. You should go find out what video that was. It's from 2010. That's all. The only hint I'm gonna give you. Oh, did you see his hands look like 73? I don't know if I'm doing that right. Probably not. I saw some people say oh, the aloe vera looks like it's not been harmed at all. See, if you go back, they look fully healthy and grown. But that could be because they were trampled, and as plants do, they re-heal and they regrow. But so maybe that happened, and that doesn't mean that the plants didn't suffer in the first place. So you should still stop driving over them, Ruby.
Same spot 73
73.
times.
Yeah.
We got home hours ago. I just drove in circles so we could have more sing-along time.
Wow.
With Leafy. Wasn't it
Lollipop
so
is
much
vibrating
fun?
like
So much
crazy because the
bonding.
blood
And
is
I
just
thought
shaking
that
her
we
internal
were
organs so much she can't handle it. That scene used to be longer originally, but Michael shortened it because it was being a little too torturous to force the viewers to watch through so much of Ruby ramble to Lollipop. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but 73, that number is the same number of times that Leafy beat Fiery at tic-tac-toe in BFDI 20. Okay, the intro's over, so I made it in time. A PSA, that's what they're called for short. His mouth is super enunciated at that point. That was really rude, Fiery. Yeah, I honestly don't know why 4 got so mad so quickly, but you know, sometimes you can't control your emotions. Things just sort of happen randomly and you just gotta go with the flow. Let it happen. I like these have-not team logos that show up in the corner. They're very well animated. Look at those prizes! He just stepped on one. What the heck? What a meanie. What a jerk. Spongy. By the way, those prizes, we didn't decide on what they would actually be until the animator actually got to the scene. So in my storyboard, I just drew a black squiggle because I knew that there had to be some prize there, but I didn't care what it looked like. And that's because the goal for this episode was to make the cake and steak as short as possible because people just want to get to the contest and watch the fun, exciting parts. So that's why the votes are revealed so quickly, because we were just thinking, no viewer really wants to watch this. We just need to get through it quickly. And we learned from episodes like BFB 5 that people... Okay, BFB 5 has a really long cake and steak, and it also was one of the worst performing episodes. So we didn't want to repeat stuff like that. Look at the 3 characters in this scene. They are all the 3 characters in the original BFDI season that rejoined. And it's interesting because they're also the 3 first to be eliminated, which makes Woody, the 4th to be eliminated character, the lowest ranking contestant of season 1, which is an interesting tidbit, a fact.
Support you, Spongy,
But I don't see no pride.
I don't see you wearing any friendship pride.
Yeah, see, I know Taco's lines. By the way, I feel like that whole joke about Taco thinking that Spongy doesn't have any friendship pride, that's a little bit out of character and a little bit dumb. You know, I don't want to dumbify every character just for the sake of a joke, but I think in that case, it was more funny, or it was more worth it to shake it up a bit than to make the episode more stale to preserve people's characters. I don't know if that makes any sense, so I'll just continue watching. Blocky safe. The saturation went up for a second there.
Oh, Spongy, I'm sad to see
Yeah,
you go.
I was actually kind of
I'll make
surprised
sure
that
your
Spongy
spaceship
got
is
eliminated so
taken good
early.
care of.
I
Why,
think-
what?
I think it was just the first. He was the first person eliminated from that team, so. Yeah, but I mean, I guess he did already get eliminated, and then we wrongfully brought him back. So this is just justice coming back to catch Spongy, because he didn't deserve to be back, right? I guess.
Road to avoid the lava apocalypse.
Whoa, the ship got fixed. It used to be broken by the lava or some meteor. I forget what. Oh no, it was the weird cannonball that Puffball swang around in Bell, and then it shot it, and then it burned through Spongy's spaceship. I think I can't quite remember. Either way, it's fixed. Snap. Did you guys know I can't actually snap? I never learned, and I guess I haven't ever needed to learn. Ah! That's such a wimpy scream, Spongy. Do better.
Are you actually trying to grow aloe vera?
Yeah.
Well, I should let you know, aloe vera can't grow in this biome.
Well, Bubble is so
Why not?
informed.
It's your little son.
She's a real scientist.
So that's why they're still so small.
So that's why they're still so small. I like how X's eyes look here. It's like you can see the shadows that they seem very concave, but also shiny. And I like that aesthetic. This is also a very detailed aloe vera. I feel like I could almost grab it and reach it, you know?
Oh, poor X. Well, I want to help my co-host out. So that's this
I feel like
challenge.
4 is being a little too helpful here. You know, if X wants to protect his garden, he's just got to put walls up. You know, he can build it himself. He doesn't need 4 to make a whole contest about it. Gosh.
I'm still super confuzzled.
Wow.
You shall improve the sun. So X's
Ruby
crops
gets
can
confused
grow
easily.
better.
Hold up. Improve
Hold
the
up.
sun? What the meat does that mean?
Let me
Did you get it? That's a funny joke because Jello, the original source of Jello, is animal meat. Or I think it's like animal bones and tendons. I'm not quite sure. Sounds kind of gross, but that means that gelatin's god is meat. Whoa, explaining a joke that makes it not funny anymore. Whatever.
aloe vera grow. You'll
Wow.
win points. Do the opposite and you lose points.
There was like a far out shot that shows all the characters at once. I like that because sometimes I forget who's actually left on the show.
Oh, okay.
Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Go.
Oh wait, yeah, points weren't actually used in this episode. They were only shown in BFB 20, so I think that's evidence in the episode that it used to be combined as one. Like 1920 used to be one contest, but then we split it in half.
Guys,
Oh, I really like this scene. I like running when running is so fast it looks chaotic. You can get away with a lot when you're trying to be chaotic and crazy. So it's like the legs themselves, you know, they're not being super accurate by attaching to the same part on the body, but that's just fine because it's crazy running. Also, the blurry background makes it look very good. It's like portrait mode in iPhone or iOS.
Good plan.
Yeah.
I'll help you look.
Oh, you can see Flower in the background.
Iris friend will follow too.
Woody, you want
When did Flower just become so insistent on becoming everyone's friend? She used to be able to stand for herself back in season 1.
there too? Wait, where's Woody?
He's still in the air after you kicked him.
Yeah, Blocky, that was really mean.
The little guy.
Maybe you should be a little gentler on him then? Anyway,
Yeah.
come on, let's see what's inside Spongy's ship.
Wow,
Okay, girls, what's our plan?
they're the newest alliance. They're going together.
How do we even...
Oh wow, the Have Cots logo also uses the same eye moving animation, but it's so weird because when I first animated that, I only did it on X's
get
yellowness.
to the sun?
Why must we do the sun's bidding?
Oh, this is
I
what the
say
logo
the
did.
sun comes to us.
Molly, the universe doesn't work that way.
Well, we might not be able to reach the sun, but we can alter its rays.
Yeah, Ruby's about to do something ingenious.
What are you saying, Roobster?
Oh wow.
I'm
I really like everything that's very glittery. It's just so pretty to look at.
My gardenia, Ruby, you're a genius.
Someone! Teardrop!
I feel like this is something you could actually try doing with lenses, only if
Go tell 4 about this!
only if the current environment isn't sunny enough for plants to grow. If it's already sufficiently sunny, which I know is the case for a lot of plants that don't need that much sunlight, then you could just be killing it by making it even hotter. So maybe if it's like an unusually cloudy season, then you should use this technique. Also, that's not real ASL? Yeah, American Sign Language. It's just random motions. But I think it would be cool to learn ASL someday, but I haven't yet. Whoa. Wow, see, glittering, like, I think it's cool when the glittering changes the hue as well. See, the glittering doesn't just make Ruby brighter, it also makes her pinker. So it adds an extra kind of flavor to it. Oh no. Whoa, 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 look how big For's eyes are. Like, that's almost the size of Golf Ball. Imagine if Golf Ball was in the season and For's just holding her up right here. It would be about the same size as his eyeball. So if his eyeball fell out, he could just put Golf Ball in there as a replacement and we wouldn't even notice. I mean, maybe that even already happened. Yeah. Also, that's definitely the fiery asset for that burning. I noticed that when I was animating like BFDIA or whatever, it would be so obvious when I would use the fiery asset, so sometimes I would redraw fire to make it look more natural. But honestly, I think it's okay either way. Oh, he's coming back down. Oh, this is really violent. I remember. I don't even remember, like, did I write that in the storyboard and want that to get so gruesome? Because that's, like, the fact that his screaming goes down in pitch is almost scary to listen to. If I were, you know, 8 years old again, I might have to go hide under my blankie or something. Okay, here we go. Have nots. Oh, it's Lido, the music. My favorite song ever. Oh, Flower's eyes turned into X again. Everyone is related to X genetically. That's crazy. That's not canon, by the way. Also, I just noticed that this little panel of lights changing reminds me of a lot of the panel of lights that change in the Free Smart van, except that one is a 4x4 and this one's a 3x3. Okay, this is them searching. It's the montage of the episode.
Blocky, you're not going in?
Nah, I'ma let them handle it.
Why not?
This is supposed to
It's
be
a
their
mystery
down-to-earth
quest.
talk.
It's a thing.
Well, I used to be in the spotlight a lot. Back before your time. I had
Wow,
to
he's
show
doing
off.
this like elbow thing. I just love that voice clip. Blocky's funny doings. It's so sarcastic sounding. Also, that was a cool kind of visual transition, kind of making it look like an old-fashioned VHS tape.
You're a funny doer.
Yeah.
You do funny things.
Oh, this is an interesting scene because originally the animator made Taco's mouth a frown the whole way through, but I wanted Taco to be a bit more of a like uplifter, giving a pep talk. So I just flipped the mouth vertically and it actually worked pretty well. I thought there would be like jarring issues because if you do that when the mouth assets have a tongue, that looks really bad. But it just was fine here.
Sitting around and reminiscing about it.
Well, the music stopped.
One time I reminisced.
In fact,
I don't remember the reminiscing. Oh, I really like this part. Like, I think it's funny. Also, can you imagine like stretching your hand out to look like a mouth like that? You can't do it.
shadow puppets to entertain.
Yeah, I'm being entertained quite well.
I should do more funny doings?
Yeah, do as much funny stuff as possible.
I found it.
Wow. Whoa, the arrow. Did you see the arrow was like connected to the middle of the line and then it moved to the side and then the line stretched out?
So you're saying I should do more funny doings?
Yeah. Okay, I know. I'm rewatching an old stuff. An old thing.
I found it. Now press it. Not yet.
Yeah, that was a cool effect. Also, look at the lettering here. It's not just the traditional BFB font, but it also has a bit of offset vertically so the letters look a little more like water waving around.
We need a
Yeah.
drum roll. We do? Yeah.
Yeah, we need a drum roll. This is the second time Fiery has done a drum roll. Remember in the space episode in season 1? Oh, I like how Loser's mouth looks. It's like whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, here we go.
Yoya, how do you know so much about aloe vera?
I like this part because I think it's cool to have the hosts talk to the contestants more as equals, which is definitely happening here. Especially because Bubble is clearly very informed about this subject.
Oh, I'd be happy to answer.
Oh, would
It
you?
helps keep my skin hydrated, so
Wow, look at that bottle. It looks so, like, the color is just very neon and squishable, and it reminds me of these jelly toys that I used to play with as a kid. that are they slip out of your hand, but it's kind of like water wrapped in plastic wrap. I don't know how to describe it.
Pop from joiners. Join
Yeah.
it out.
Oh, I reanimated this part. I know it's very controversial. So the original animation was kind of like a little tamer. It was that was a weird motion, but it was just like, you know, very small rubbing motions. But I wanted her to really deform her bubble shape with like these exaggerated arm motions. So I edited it, and I know that like people say this is cursed Bubble now. Whatever, okay? Some parts of Bubble's life are cursed. Okay, she's a bubble after all. It pops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear it works for you.
What about you, Pipsqueak?
Yeah.
Why
Pipsqueak?
do you want to grow
That's-
aloe vera?
that's
You
hurtful.
got an answer, so now you must give an answer.
Oh, I like how when a lollipop points at X, there's a little bit of recoil. Like she actually touches X's flesh and it jiggles a little bit.
You don't have to answer. Only do it if you're comfortable. No,
Wow.
I can answer. I just gotta think about how
X
to
is
word it.
X is standing up for himself and also searching his brain for the real reason. Oh, a video finished rendering here. I won't say what it is.
I see.
Oh, wow.
Yes, BFB 3.
Well, X is laying it all out on the line.
Oh my. And he burned you? What a monster. Don't worry, X.
Wow.
I'll avenge you.
It's interesting. Lollipop can actually sympathize. And I think this is a cool joke because it's like, you don't need to know what it's about, but if you watched BFB 3 and remember a very specific line, you'll know exactly what it's referencing. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like the kind of panning over. Oh, Flower joined the drum roll too? You were supposed to fight them, not join them. Okay, here we go. He did it! The Mad Lad. Wow, it's gonna grow. That's actually gonna happen in the real world in like 5 billion years. Well, that's a very jiggly wake up motion by 4. Check it out. Okay, I went back 10 seconds again because I do that a lot. It's a bad habit. Oh my god, look at those arms coming out of the ship. If you're inside a car, can you imagine like being excited about something so you open the windows and stick your... I mean, I guess you could stick your arm out the window, but that just looks creepy, like a spider sticking its legs out, and it makes me go, ugh. Yeah. Okay, watch the jiggle, jiggle. Look how like fluid that was. Yeah. This isn't very realistic, but I don't care. Wait, hold on. Did you see Blocky's mouth right here? I need a way to... Okay, look, the middle tooth. Blocky's mouth looks like a 3x3 grid of teeth, right? That should be totally fine, except the middle tooth is not connected to his flesh at all, which means if you were to go up there and touch it with your finger, it should just fall right out and you can like grab it and then use it as a Scrabble tile or something. Because I know in Scrabble there's the blank tile that doesn't have any letter on it, so it could be that. This is the first time X is on fire.
Maybe the sun's too hot now.
Yeah, I'm not doing the drinking game that I did last time, so I'm not gonna take a sip of water.
X sounds like he's hurting. Maybe we should help him?
Maybe, Leafy, you should.
And I've got just the antidote to help.
Oh yeah, this portion, the buckets used to not have the word ice written on them, but then I was worried that someone might not realize that's ice. Even though they look like cubes of ice, I thought someone might think it's sugar, or maybe it's snow, or maybe it's some other shady material. So this just makes it unambiguous what it is.
Yeah, we know what to do.
Yeah. I was hoping that like with this joke it was clearly enough conveyed that the intended motion was to pour the ice on X and then there was like a bait and switch, but I'm not sure if like viewers followed that. But even if they didn't, it's totally fine. The first shot of the cardboard spaceship. Yeah.
Gotta use ice to shrink the sun.
Here comes the second one. I know that this one kind of makes a like curved motion to go towards the sun. Can you imagine the G-forces of the passenger's body as they go around that curve? They'd be pressed against the right side of the ship so hard they'd be squished into a mush.
Hey guys, where did we even find this
Oh, whoa,
spaceship?
you can see Leafy and Teardrop's bodies like peeking out of the top, but you can't see their faces.
It's made of cardboard.
Yeah.
No.
I really think Gelatin's delivery here is really good. It's just so kind of like, I don't know, and I don't care.
I think a friend donated it to me.
Well, which friend?
Well, Bubbles
Don't
doesn't
remember.
like she jiggles every time she says a syllable, but she doesn't. You don't see her mouth.
Probably not important.
I know that Strong Bad. I don't know if any of you remember Strong Bad's emails, but in some videos, Strong Bad's mouth you would see it change, and in other videos where you couldn't see his mouth, it would just be his whole head jiggling, and that works just as well to communicate that he's the one talking.
Guys, for a break.
This is the first commercial by Blocky since 2011, I think.
Really savvy rocket ship out of cardboard. Give it
Yeah.
to your enemy team. Then, as they fly towards the sun,
This is
watch
the
them
funky
burn
music.
slowly and painfully.
Whoa, his teeth. They're like the alligator squiggly scary teeth. Blocky is not responsible for loss of life and/or property. That's a cop-out. Whatever happens, Blocky, it's your fault. Own it.
2.
Ah. Oh no. So sad. How can a ship even burn up? I mean, ships can burn up, but if it's made of metal, it won't create flames that look like that. God, get it right. Just kidding. Oh, also they're in space, so there's no air to... There's no oxygen that can actually turn into fire, I guess.
My block is funny doers.
International. Oh, by the way, it used to just be the new logo in this scene, but then I added the old logo because I feel like the old logo just gives me so many good memories that I wanted it to be there for a second. Ah, I'm on fire!
I wanted to tell them my ship isn't able to resist heat. Oh, hey Balloony, what are you doing
Whoa,
here?
it's Spongy's been going up for like 5-10 minutes. It is a long path up there wherever he's going. Whoa. Those are big plants. Won't there be like collision problems of like two neighboring aloe veras growing up against each other? I guess that is probably happening, but then there's survival of the fittest to see who lives and who dies.
My problems are not solved.
I remember I had to record that line like 5 times because the first 3 times my audio clipped past the limit of Audacity's limit or whatever, so I had to redo it with like less sensitivity. Whoa, look at those sunglasses. 4 is cool AF. Yeah. That's a lot of frames. Like every frame it seems like 4 has been redrawn. Wow, oh look at those hands. There's quite cute mitten hands doing this motion.
It's up to you.
Whoa, I didn't expect to see myself. Ugh, creepy. Get that guy out of there. Oh my god. And also, do you see the like circle here on my chest or shoulder? That is the symbol for the sun, I believe. Let me check it out. A sun symbol. Nope, I'm not right. Wait, I swear it is. Like, there's a planetary symbols. And I know that Venus's symbol looks like the symbol for female, and Mars's symbol looks like the symbol for males. So I'm not quite sure. See, I swear. I wasn't lying. Look at... Oh, you can't see that because it's covered up. But look at this image. I used to be obsessed with planets back in like 1st or 2nd grade, so I memorized these, and I wouldn't forget that the sun's logo looks like that, and it's right on my chest. So what's going on here? Why did the editor, I guess that's Michael Huang, claim that I am the sun, or that I should be labeled with the sun?
Pick which of the 6 members you want to see.
Oh, it was just an animation. Okay. Oh, it's a label saying that I'm Cary, which is true.
Letter in square brackets and a
Where's
comment on
Michael?
this video.
There he is.
Whoever gets the least of those votes.
That's 100% of the Huang twins.
You better vote for the right person.
Yeah.
I forgot I did that kick. I'm not very flexible, so I can't even like touch my toes when my legs are straight, which is kind of embarrassing because I used to be able to do that, and then I grew.
That will take us to our final 11. Anyway, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, but you don't have to. And I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't remember saying that, but I do remember going to this location and filming it. So I have a pretty bad memory, it seems. Yeah.
Hand waving.
We got the credits. That's good. Lots of people. This episode was shorter than a lot of other episodes. Okay, let's play the scene. X isn't like squirming anymore. He's able to handle the temperatures of fire. That's called self-improvement. No, it's not. If you're on fire, please get help.
Really? Yeah. Well, that can be next month's challenge.
Next month? Well, next month is now this month, and the episode already came out, so we're good. I'm not gonna reveal what this is all about. Oh, that's scary, but don't worry, in a few episodes you'll soon know what that's about, but I don't want to reveal anything. Okay, that's me reacting to BFB 7. Or 9. Why did I say 7? Where did that come from?
Yeah,
It's
I know.
BFB 19. Okay. Yeah, so we all know what happens in the end. Who gets eliminated? Ruby gets eliminated, that's right. Okay, yeah, so this was a 12-minute episode, and it also performed the worst out of all the episodes so far. So, like, BFB 20 has already surpassed it, despite it being 3 weeks younger. And I think that's because it's longer. I don't really know. Maybe it's just a better episode because it's more shenanigans happening in space. But that was BFB 19. Thanks for watching my reaction to it. And I'll maybe do BFB 18 next. I don't know. See you later, everyone.